How to know when your house stops being a shelter and starts being a coffin. When the grid is dead, the streets silent, and every instinct you have is screaming the wrong answer. The power's been out for 6 days. Canned beans, a dying flashlight, a bookshelf against the front door. You feel safe, you feel smart, you feel prepared. Congratulations, you're about to make the most dangerous mistake possible in a collapse scenario. You're staying home. Every movie, every prepper forum, every bunker guy on YouTube said the same thing. Shelter in place, lock the doors, wait it out. 90% of the time? Correct. But there's a 10% window, science-backed, brutally real, where your house quietly, efficiently, and without any dramatic music kills you. 3 signs, 3 scenarios, and the cold science behind why your brain will fight you when it's time to leave. No survival guru nonsense, just the truth, a burnt lab coat, and whatever's left of rational thought. Let's go. Sign 1. The air inside is worse than the air outside. Your house breathes, vents, window gaps, the HVAC cycling, constant air exchange you never notice because it just works. Grids down, winter, every gap sealed with tape and towels, propane stove in the kitchen, kerosene heater in the living room, fireplace last cleaned in 2019. You feel warm, you feel resourceful, you are being poisoned. Carbon monoxide, CO, is the ghost of combustion. No color, no smell, no taste. It binds to your hemoglobin 240 times more effectively than oxygen. Your blood switches teams, your cells starve, your brain misfires first. Symptoms? Headache, fatigue, nausea. Also symptoms of stress, bad sleep, and a week of cold beans. You won't know the difference. That's the trap. In a sealed space, CO hits dangerous levels in hours. 200 ppm, headache in 2 hours. 800 ppm, unconscious in 45 minutes. 1600 ppm, 20 minutes to irreversible damage. Your CO detector needs power, which you don't have. Field test. Everyone has a headache at the same time. The dog is lethargic. You feel better the moment you step outside. That's not coincidence. That's your house talking. Open every window. Kill the combustion sources. Severe symptoms? Confusion, vomiting, loss of coordination. Skip the ventilation. 30 seconds. Grab what matters. Leave. Don't go back for an hour. Your instinct says stay inside. Your instinct is running on outdated data. Override it. Sign 2. Your water is compromised and you don't know it yet. The thing that kills you fastest in a collapse isn't violence or cold. It's contaminated water you think is clean. Municipal system down 4 days. Taps still have pressure, residual from a tank upstream. Water looks clear, smells fine. You've been drinking it, cooking with it, brushing your teeth with it. Somewhere upstream, a sewage line cracked, where the treatment plant stopped chlorinating 3 days ago. The bacterial bloom has been multiplying ever since. You can't see it, can't smell it, can't taste it. 3 things you can detect. Pressure drops. Falling or inconsistent tap pressure means the system is losing integrity, creating a vacuum that pulls contaminants in through cracks and joints. Color shifts. Brown or yellow tinting means biological material is mobilizing. Your brain says, just rust, I'll boil it. Boiling kills biologicals. It does not remove heavy metals. Boiling water with dissolved lead concentrates the lead. And your neighborhood going quiet. People too sick to move. Gastrointestinal illness spreading block by block toward you. That's epidemiological data. Waterborne illness moves in waves. You're not safe just because you feel fine right now. Cholera kills in hours. Cryptosporidium laughs at boiling. Giardia charges rent for weeks. The cruel irony, the sicker you get, the thirstier you get. The more you drink, the sicker you get. No reliable filtration means that house is a slow countdown. Move toward upstream river water, rainwater, a functioning well. Without clean water, your house isn't a shelter, it's a waiting room.
Sign 3. Your location is indefensible and your brain is lying to you about it. This is the hardest one. Not because the science is complicated, because it requires overriding something evolutionarily hardwired into your psychology: attachment to home. Humans are profoundly territorial. Place attachment, the emotional bond to a specific location, isn't weakness. It's a survival mechanism that evolved over hundreds of thousands of years when staying in familiar territory was almost always safer than venturing into the unknown. Almost always, not always. 3 things your home has working against it that your brain will minimize. First, it's a known location. You've been there for years. People know. In a resource-scarce environment, a known location with a known occupant is a target, not necessarily from strangers, often from people you know. Desperation doesn't discriminate. Second, fixed structures are fixed. Your house cannot move. Any threat moving toward your location leaves you with exactly 0 dynamic options. Lock the door, hide, wait. All passive strategies, and passive strategies work until they suddenly, completely don't. Third, your walls are drywall and insulation. Your door is hollow core wood with a deadbolt a determined person defeats in 30 seconds with a boot. The psychological security of 4 walls is real. The physical security is largely theatrical. Field assessment. Stand outside and look at your house like a stranger. Entry points, road visibility, neighbor proximity, routes out. Ask yourself, if something bad was moving toward this location right now, how many options do I have? If the answer is not many, that's data. Humans under stress overweight the present and underweight the future. We've invested emotionally, physically, materially in this location, so we assign it more value than it deserves. Behavioral economists call it the sunk cost fallacy. Survival instructors call it the reason people die in place when they should have moved 3 days ago. The rule is cold and simple. Your house is a tool. When it stops being an asset and starts being a liability, air toxic, water compromised, location indefensible, it is no longer your home. It is an obstacle between you and survival. You leave obstacles behind. Science of leaving, why your brain will fight you and how to win. Knowing the 3 signs isn't enough. When the moment comes, headache building, water running brown, sounds outside you don't recognize, your brain will generate an almost irresistible argument for staying. It's called the normalcy bias. Faced with a novel threat, the brain defaults to assuming things are normal and will return to normal. It's why water smells like a neighbor's barbecue, why 2 days of sickness feels like stress until it's the water. The normalcy bias exists because false alarms are expensive. Evolutionarily, running from every threat wastes energy and creates new risks. So the brain built a filter. This is probably fine. Wait and see. In a genuine collapse, that filter will kill you. The override, pre-decide. Before the crisis, set your thresholds. If X happens, I leave. No debate, no second guessing, no waiting to see if it gets worse. Write it down. Tell someone, because in the moment, stressed, exhausted, attached, afraid, you will rationalize, you will minimize, you will wait 1 more day. Pre-decision converts a complex, emotionally loaded judgment into a simple pattern match. This is the thing I said I'd leave for. I'm leaving. The house is quiet. The headache is getting worse. The tap ran brown this morning, and you told yourself it was nothing. There are sounds outside you haven't recognized in 2 days. You know the signs. You know the science. The door is right there. The question was never whether you could leave. The question is whether you'll leave in time. Grab what matters. Move fast. Don't look back. Science doesn't care about your furniture.